Welcome to CD 135, the super course. Um, this is two sections in one course on Canvas. This is 100% online course. So there are no class meetings. Everything is done through Canvas. My name is Bill Marsden. I will be your instructor for the next 8 weeks, 9 weeks if you count the final week. I want to welcome you all, particularly those who are first-time Southwestern College students. Congratulations on choosing Southwestern College. I believe you're going to find it to be a very positive experience for you. Glad to have you here at the college. Hopefully everything will turn out just the way you want it, okay? Also, welcome to first-time Canvas users. And I really want you to familiarize yourself with Canvas. You can do that by attending one of the orientations on the college campus, or you can do the orientation video on the home page of the Southwestern College website. That video is available to you all the time. I also have the video in the orientation module of this course. The first thing you're going to notice when you log in, it's going to say the little shell, the little Canvas shell is going to say section 501. This is by default. This is actually sections 501 and 502 together and made into a super course. This makes it a lot easier for me, number one, but it also is going to give you a more diverse experience, because there's going to be approximately 70 people in this course at first. Now, I expect as the summer moves on and people have other things to do in life, that we will lose maybe 10%, 10 to 15% of those that start with the course within the first 2 or 3 weeks. It happens all the time, no matter what course. And some people aren't, they get discouraged with Canvas, and hopefully you won't. Please remember that I am available. The best way to reach me is through the Canvas inbox feature. You just use that. It's like instant messaging. It's great. And I also receive an email when you do that. Or you can email me. My email address is on the syllabus. I also have a contact phone number that you can use. And you can also text me. I will accept text. The only thing about phone calls is I hope that you will call me during a decent hour. I would hope you wouldn't call me after 8 o'clock at night, okay? Text me anytime. I don't know when I'll get back to you. I'll try to get back to you as soon as possible. I try to answer every email, every message within the 24-hour period. But usually I'm much faster than that. Many times I'm like minutes away from answering you. Let me see what else I have here in this script. I have to write everything out or I won't remember it. I want you to pay close attention to the orientation module in this class. The first week of this class, you have to complete the orientation module and week 1. Like I believe I said already, that I try to make Canvas easier, particularly for first-time users. I number the pages. And you're going to notice the orientation module starts at 0.0. That's the first page of the orientation module. You have to work through the whole module in order to move on to week 1. Let me repeat that. You have to complete the orientation module to move on to week 1. How you show completion is up in the upper right-hand corner of each page. You have to mark that you read it. I believe it says done, and you click on the done, and you move on. However, when you come to the first discussion, which is an acknowledgement of reading the expectations for this course, you have to participate. You have to say, yes, I have read and understood the expectations of the course. Then you're going to move on to the expectations quiz. You have to score 9 out of the 10 points in order to move on. You can take the quiz up to 5 times. So you should get the 9 points usually by your second attempt, okay? I only set it for 5 just in case, you know, there's some confusion about the expectations. But normally people get past it by the second take of the quiz. The quiz is required. It is 10 points towards your final grade. Then you're going to move on to the learning community introductions. This is where you're going to introduce yourself to everyone in the class through text. Incidentally, the introduction doesn't have to be the 500 words that I require on all the other discussions. You can make it 250 words, you can make it 100 words, whatever you're comfortable with. Some people do paragraphs, like 3 or 4 paragraphs when introducing themselves. The thing about the introductions, though, is you also have to respond to 2 of the other learners in the course in order to move on. So you initially do your own introduction, and then you respond to 2 other people that you have met through reading the other introductions in the course. Hope that makes sense. If it doesn't, you can contact me and I'll answer your question. The learning community introductions are not graded, but they are a requirement. I want everybody to get to know one another because you're going to be working together. Yes, this class has a group project, the final project for the class. And this is putting together as a group a website. And there are various topics for the website, and they all relate to relationships because that's what this course is all about. In a lot of ways, family development is about relationships. And it's also about human development. So you do need to take part in the group final project. Here's the clincher, okay? And I don't want to sound like an old ogre, but if one does not participate in the final project, and that means they have to participate with their group, they have to not only participate, but they also have to do the peer review at the end of the website project, and they have to be on the 2 group reports that are due during the semester in order to say that they completed the project. If you miss any part of the project, the final project, I lower the grade at the end of the semester by 1 letter grade. So you need to take part in the final project. And you're going to find this project rewarding. I'm going to tell you something. I did a workshop for faculty members regarding this final project. I do this final project for 2 different child development classes. And the participants in the workshop for faculty were former students of mine, online students of mine, who said that they gained so much from doing that project and working together as a group, that they learned a whole lot and they really enjoyed the project. And you can make the project fun. I know some of you are going, how do you do group projects on in an online class? I had that same question when I took an online class and I had my first group project, and that was in a statistics course online. You can do it. You can meet electronically. I know that all of you are not located in the same areas of the South Bay or even within the city. Some of you might even be out of state. I don't know. I have not checked the rosters as to where you're located. So you're probably going to have to meet electronically. If you are fortunate enough to be able to meet as a group together at like Starbucks or on the campuses and the library in one of the rooms that you can meet in at the library, you can do that. But most people opt out for meeting electronically. In fact, some people have even used Facebook chat to meet, which I kind of find maybe a little bit difficult, but other groups haven't. You can use Google Hangouts to meet. I prefer Zoom, and I will have a place in the orientation module on how you download the free app. Zoom is wonderful. In fact, I'm doing the recording for this orientation through Zoom. Zoom is free, and you can meet like up to 60 people at the same time, and you can share screens. That's the great thing about Zoom. And I do my office meetings through Zoom, unless you schedule an appointment with me on one of the campuses. I really prefer meeting at San Ysidro, but if you want to meet at the main campus, that's fine. Now I know I'm all over the place here. I hope I'm not confusing you. But yeah, you have group project, and you're going to learn more about that as you go through the course. I have, hopefully, the first thing you check out when you get in the course is the syllabus and see what is required of you this semester. Having said that, I also hope that you go by the points possible in the syllabus and that you don't pay attention to the percentages in Canvas, and I'm going to tell you why. I give extra points many times on my quizzes. Unfortunately, Canvas is not good at calculating extra points. So it's going to affect the percentages in the my grades. I'm going to caution you right now. Go by the points possible in the syllabus. Try not to pay attention to those percentages in Canvas. Because of my extra points that I add, those percentages are meaningless, basically. Okay? And I know I'm going to have to repeat this probably 100 times during this semester. I always get people saying, oh my gosh, I wish you hadn't given me extra points because my percentage went down and my grade got lowered. No, it didn't. I only go by the point system and the points possible in the syllabus. I hope that is clear, okay? Let me see what else I have to cover. Oh, the first week is going to be a very busy one because you have to complete the orientation module, and you also have to complete the first week module. Like I said, I number the pages so it's easier to go through, and you have to click the best way to do Canvas, I have found. And I found this when I took the courses on Canvas to become authorized to teach on Canvas, is work through the modules page by page like you would a book. And you do that by clicking the next button on the bottom right of each page to move on. But like I said, you have to complete the orientation module before you can move on to week one this week, okay? You're never going to have an experience like that again during this course. It's only this first week. I want everybody to complete that orientation module. But anyway, the best way to move through Canvas is like you're reading a book. Go page by page, and that way you're not going to miss anything. I always get emails saying, oh, I didn't see the assignment on the 5-page paper, for an example. That's because you probably went around the pages, you skipped a few pages, you just skimmed or whatever. No, go through the pages one by one. That way you're not going to miss anything. Okay? I hope I'm making sense to you, okay? I'm trying not to lay too many rules on you right now. Let's see here. Let me see. What else do I have on my script here? Let's see. Okay, I did cover the expectations. You have to answer my expectations, reply to my expectations, and you also have to do that learning community introduction, and you have to complete the expectations quiz this week. And the quiz is nothing. It's really easy. What else do I need to explain? Oh, you're going to find that all the quizzes for the course are on Fridays, except for the final exam, which is going to be on a Thursday, the last Thursday in the 9th week of this course. During that 9th week, there's nothing to really look at in the course because there's no instruction during that 9th week, just the final. And the final is on that Thursday in the 9th week. That's the only exception to the testing rule of Fridays. So every Friday you have a quiz. Please take the quiz. Don't forget it. And the quiz is open from midnight Friday to 11:59 p.m. Friday. Don't think that means midnight Friday to 11:59 Saturday, because it doesn't. It's only during the 24-hour period. It's funny that a lot of people don't realize this, or it isn't that they don't realize, they just don't think about the new day starting at midnight and ending at midnight, or ending at 11:59 p.m., except when it's New Year's Eve. So, yeah, I found that to be pretty true. Let me see, what else do I have in my script here? Hopefully, if you have any questions, any issues, then this is real important. Communication is key in online courses. Communications with me are really key, okay? And if you're gonna have, if you have some issues going on at home, or there's been an emergency situation, or whatever, you're ill, whatever it is, let me know right away. Don't wait 2 weeks later and say, oh, I had this emergency and that's why I missed that assignment or that discussion or whatever. No, let me know right away. Also, if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to contact with me. There is no stupid question. The only stupid question is the one not asked. Please, this is what causes people to drop out of the classes, especially online classes, is because they feel like there's no connection between themselves and the instructor. Believe me, we have a connection. I am there a lot. I spend a lot of time online in the Canvas course, probably more than I should. All right, more than I get paid for, actually, sometimes. And I try to answer all your questions and all your concerns within a 24-hour period. The responsibility is not on me to ask you if there's something wrong. You need to let me know if there's something wrong, okay? I can't read all your minds. I'm intuitive, but sometimes I can't read your minds if I don't see you. Okay, I'm pretty intuitive, but I need to receive the questions and concerns from you. What else do I need to cover? Please read over those expectations, and please, if you don't understand them, please contact me so I can explain them more thoroughly. And I realize for some of you, English is a second language, and I do understand that, and I will try to work with you. Let's see. Oh, APA style. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I can't forget this. On the discussions, I don't want you to have your writing so much in APA style, but I want you to cite references in every discussion, whether that reference is the textbook or not, or a film, or a video, or whatever. You need to cite your references. A web page, doesn't matter. I need to have the citations, and the citations need to be in APA format. Let me repeat that again. Citations need to be in APA format. And if you don't know APA, I have a place on the orientation module that helps to explain that. So please go over APA style. Now on the papers, however, I do want the writing and the paper done in APA format. Not just the citations. I want the writing as well to be in APA format. And I want the paper to have an APA format with a title page, with all the ingredients that make up an APA paper. So please check out APA style writing. It's going to be very important for that paper. There is a 5-page paper that is due within this course also. So, and that has to be done in APA style. There's an extra credit paper towards the end of the semester that also has to be done in APA style, but that is an extra credit paper. What else do I need to cover with you? APA is real important. The discussions are always, unless I specify something different, 500 words for the initial post and 250 words each for both responses or replies to other people in the class. Okay? Let me repeat that again. The initial post is always 500 words, and the 2 replies that are required to other classmates are 250 words each. The weekly activities. The weekly activities, I do not require you to write on a 500-page initial post. Just follow the instructions on the weekly activities. Usually those activities involve an activity from the book, which is usually a survey or a questionnaire that you have to answer and score. They're self-assessments, basically, for the most part, in the weekly activities. And you do have to write comments about your performance in those self-assessments, and you do have to reply to other people. But I do not require for the weekly activities the 500 initial posts and the 250 replies, the 250 word replies, okay? And I think that's about it. I just hope we have a good time this semester. I learn from you guys. I learn a lot every semester. No matter what class I teach, I learn from students. So I learn also. This is a real great learning opportunity. I love this class. This class can be so much fun, and there's so much information. And I hope that you can apply yourself during the next 8 weeks of instruction, and also towards when you reach the final, that you'll be surprised at how much knowledge you have gained from this class. Hopefully this class helps you in your own family relationships and your relationships with your spouse, your partners, whatever. And I forgot to say, I forgot to mention preference of pronouns. My preference professionally are he, him, his. I have occasionally used the pronoun they. This is because I am the club advisor for SAGA, the Sexuality and Gender Acceptance Club. I'm also the advisor for the San Ysidro Child Development Club. But I want to be able to address you in the pronouns that you are comfortable with, and I want to respect you. Now, having said that about gender, you don't need to tell me about your sexual orientation. That's up to you. That's on you. I don't, it's none of my business. And that's nobody else's business but yours. But if you do want to talk about your sexual orientation, that's fine. You can do that in discussions or in your introduction. That's fine. Many people are proud of whatever orientation they have, and they can talk about it, whether that be heterosexual, homosexual, bisexual, whatever. Pansexual now is a big one. And you can talk about that if you want, but that's none of my business, and it's nobody else's business but yours. And if you want to share that, that's great. The same with religion. Let me say a little bit of a few words about religion. Be careful that you're not trying to convert people in the class, okay, through your discussions or whatever. I know we all have our cultural and religious differences and everything. Let's try to agree to disagree when we're in discussions. For instance, if you have a Christian point of view about something, say that is from your teaching or from your learning, but I want you to realize that not everybody thinks the same as you, and not everybody's going to agree with you. But let's agree to disagree. Don't be rude now, though. Don't be mean in your comments. Don't be a bully or anything like that. Please read the netiquette in the orientation module to understand that further. Let's be kind and loving as possible in this class. Let's be accepting of others. Diversity is wonderful. And I'm so glad to be teaching at Southwestern College, which is quite a diverse population. And it's a pleasure, and I learned so much. So keep an open mind during this semester. There are going to be things that are challenging to you. One thing that's really, I find challenging in this class for some people, I'm just going to give you an example. Some people believe that living together ensures, living together before marriage ensures a solid marriage relationship, and you're going to find that in this class, that isn't the truth, okay? Actually, people who live together before marriage have a higher divorce rate. How about that? So you're going to run into facts like that during this semester that you may not agree with, but the research shows something different, okay? Just wanted to put that out there. So keep an open mind, and I'm really looking forward to interacting with all of you. Remember, I am available to you 24/7. My answers may not come within minutes, but I try to answer everything in a 24-hour period. Have a wonderful semester. Have a great day today, and hopefully we'll be interacting soon. Remember, class starts on Monday, and have a wonderful weekend, okay? Thanks.